Hello Halloween lovers! It's spooky season! I have a wonderful video for you today. I'm going to be conjuring up a witch's cottage kitchen, so I hope you stay tuned because if you love Halloween, you're not going to want to miss this video. We're going full tilt witch's cottage kitchen today, and I just want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy, and cheers to spooky season.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble.
So today we are starting with one of my favorite items to decorate with for Halloween is my beautiful witch you see here. She's gorgeous, the black and white check, I love her. And I'm going to add this apple in her hand. The reason why I love her so much is because of that black and white check. And if you notice, I have a little black and white check on the skirt. She's the star of the show. And every witch needs a black cat. I ended up purchasing that black cat from Michael's this year. So that's a new item. And I'm just going to be tucking in some greenery. And the idea for this display is to make it look like the witch is walking through the forest. And she's walking beside her pumpkins and all her greenery and flowers. And I'm going to be adding some apples too to this display at the bottom. I decided just to tuck in some purple flowers because that's going to be going with my other table arrangement that I'm going to be making. And you'll see that in a few minutes. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to add the apple basket at the bottom and a few apples. These are real apples. I'm just tucking them in. And I'm going to add this really cute toad. Just set it on top of the apples. Just a cute little whimsy touch. And that black and white check you do see at the bottom there, I know you can't really see it very well, but that was actually kids' tutus from the Dollar Tree, and I ended up cutting them in half and glued it around just to make a table skirt. I thought it turned out really well. Last piece I'm adding is this witch's broom, and that kind of finishes this whole thing off. So now you're going to see it all finished. Every witch needs a cool pair of witch's boots, and so I found these gorgeous boots at Winners. I put a bunch of ivy stacked on 2 suitcases just to give it some height and add a little bit more whimsy. I'm going to add 1 apple in here to the display, and I think this turned out so cute. And of course, every witch needs her cat, again, like I said, so you can't have too many black cats around. So I'm now going to show you this chandelier that I created. I did this ahead. This was the inspiration for the witch's cottage vibe that I wanted to create. I'm showing it to you at night lit, and I'm showing it to you in the day how it looks. And it's just creepy black cloth with a bunch of greenery draped down and a bunch of leaves. And I think it turned out really awesome. I love it. I wanted to create a really dramatic table this year, guys, so I decided to use red, gray, purple, black, and a little touch of green for my arrangement for the middle of the table. I'm so excited to create this table this year. This is something that I've been wanting to for a while. It was in my head and I just wanted to bring that out, and I think it turned really good. I'm adding in the black chargers. And bringing in more of that red with the red roses on this plate. I have these, and they were actually from the Dollar Tree, and they're not napkins. They were actually bows, but I opened them up to use them for as napkins, and I think that worked out pretty good. Brought that white and black check from one table over to the other table. And for my centerpiece this year, I'm going to be adding this really cool crescent moon. There she is. I'm adding her in, the skeleton sitting there on the crescent moon. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the pops of silver and the white. Bringing in more of that black and white to the table, adding in this really pretty pumpkin. And this table would not be complete without a toad, of course, bringing in more of that whimsical witchy vibe. And I decided to put purple witches' hats this year on top of the plates. And no, this isn't red wine. This is just cranberry juice, but for a finishing touch on the table, I wanted to add red in the glasses. I just think it adds to the effect. And adding more dramatic flair to this table, I'm adding in these really pretty candelabras. I love the crescent moons hanging down. Oh my gosh, I purchased these this year from Michael's. Absolutely love them, and added some purple candles to them to bring in more purple from the flowers on the table. Next, I'm just tucking in a little bit of greenery. So I'm using some fern pieces that I purchased from Amazon. To finish off the table, I'm adding this Edgar Allan Poe pillow that I bought from Michael's. And one final touch is this bow that I ended up purchasing from Michael's also. And I'm going to hang that here on the chair, and then you're going to be able to see everything put together, how the whole table looks. Welcome to Gwendolyn's spooky kitchen, where magic brews and spooky surprises fill the air. At the center island, where our witch stirs her bubbling cauldron, casting her playful spells. And to continue with this witchy vibe, we are adding Gwendolyn's Book of Spells. Now to add in all of Gwendolyn's potions. Now that we're done, we're going to show you everything, how everything turned out on this counter. And with the final touches in place, the witch's counter is complete, ready to cast its Halloween charm. And the magic doesn't stop at the cauldron, it spreads all across the corners of the kitchen. As we know, the witch is in, and every witch needs greenery in all her witchy spaces. So I'm going to add in as much greenery as I can to these countertops and bringing in more of the witchy vibes. I feel like this is the perfect spot to add this curio cabinet I got from Spirit Halloween this year. adding in one more book to this display. And wanting more pops of red, I'm going to add some roses here, just a few. And of course, no witch's counter would be complete without more spell potion jars. And these are the keys to the witch's cottage. And to add in a little more witch's charm, I'm going to add in this copper tea kettle and mug. And no witch's counter would be complete without her tarot cards. And on the shelf above, I already added in more creepy ivy, and I'm just adding in a few more touches. And to add the very final touch to this kitchen counter, I am adding in the witch's broom. And adding some spooky touches to this side of the kitchen, I added ivy all over, draping it to give that effect like the skeleton is coming up out of the ground. I'm going to add in some skeleton hands. And some creepy spiders. Wanted to bring in the colors from the opposite side of the room that I did on my table. So I bought pampas grass and continued with my red roses, purple roses, and decorated the clock with some ivy, and it turned out so cool. I love the effect. So now I'm starting the bench, and I got these tarot card pillows. I love these. I ended up finding these at HomeSense this year, and I grabbed them immediately because I have never seen pillows this cool ever. If you guys like them, let me know. I love them. And I wanted to also bring in more of that red purple, so I did tuck in some flowers at the side of the bench. You'll see that there with more of that black and white check, trying to bring the look together on all sides of the room. And I wanted to add in this really cute witch. Again, I love the red hair on the witch, just like Gwendolyn. So maybe this is Gwendolyn's daughter. Okay, everybody, we are at the end of today's Witchy Cottage Halloween video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time bringing this to you. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a like and subscribe and comment. I want to hear if you liked this video or not. Thank you so much for joining me. Toodaloo. We'll see you next time.